what's up guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to Project Cars 2 and welcome to Red Bull Ring in this Radical. And today we're going to be talking about your heads-up display. So your heads-up display, actually, for those new to racing games, is referring to all the stuff you see on the screen. So in the top left, as you can see, actually on the left side, you can see lap info. Top center is my rear view mirror. Top right is a mini-map. And the lower right there is my speedometer and a bit of info about the car. So what we can actually do is customize that to our liking. So good news about Project Cars 2 is it has a fantastic amount of in-game options. So if we just pause here, and I'm on PC of course, if we go into our options and then go down here to edit HUD layout, click it, we can actually choose from some presets, cockpit, chase, bumper. There's a light setting, but I want to show you something beyond that. So what we can do, this is our default cockpit view, or cockpit HUD layout I should say. And what we can actually do is turn things on and off or reposition them. As you can see, we've got overlap between our leaderboard and our lap timings. So I'm going to move this down. We can move our mini map, say, out of the way a little bit more. We can move our mirror only so much. Actually, no, we can't. We can move it anywhere we want. But I like to leave it high and out of the way there. And then anything else you want to move. However, we can do things one level beyond that. We can actually turn them on and off. So if you guys saw a few days ago, I did a midnight drive at Nordschleife in the fog, and one of the top comments right away was, well, didn't you just look at your mini-map? And the truth was I didn't look at the mini-map. In fact, I never look at the mini-map, so I forgot it was even there, so I was kind of creating my own headaches. But regardless, I should have turned it off. So what we can actually do, if we choose the mini-map here, it has the name of the display. In this case it's the map, of course, and what we can do is actually turn it to off, so that will no longer be shown on my heads-up display. You can do the same thing for most anything you see on the screen. Of course, the mirror, you could turn it off. Good idea to keep it on, especially if you're racing. And anything else here you see, your relative times, I'm going to turn that guy on, and there are actually levels to these things. So as you can see, there's a minimal setting for your lap timings, off and full, so you can actually choose the amount of information you want to display in each section. Same thing with the speedometer. You can actually go with a minimal speedo and turn off everything else, and you pretty much have all the essential information in the lower right of your screen, which is kind of cool because it opens up your screen. You can see everything you want. Another cool thing is the car info here is set to minimal by default. Two clicks, sorry, and you're in the full mode, and it shows suspension information, brake temperature, and you still get to see your tire temperatures, tire wear in the form of a bar, and then your engine and mechanical damage, which is very, very cool. So you can actually customize this how you want, and there is one more thing that I actually want to show you. So if we let's say we're happy with this. I'm going to spread this out a bit more. So let's say we're happy with this. We can save it and then go back into our race. As you can see, things have changed. I now have my suspension information, brake information, and I forgot to reset my speedo to full, but that's okay. Pay no attention to the terrible driving on your screen. We're just here to learn about HUD. So what I can actually do is from here, using a hotkey, I can actually change the amount of data. So now I've gone with a minimal setup one more time, and I am in telemetry mode. So as you can see, I can see a live input of a whole lot of things. Lower right there, you can see how much brake pressure I'm applying and that kind of thing. Every time I shift, it'll show paddle info there. And then I get brakes, you can see it there. Obviously speed, the power being applied, and then your tire temperature is shown all around, as well as tire wear. Now the tire temperature is actually very detailed. It has the inside, outside, and center temperature or core temperature of your tire, And we even have suspension travel, your bump setting, ride height, brake temperature. It's got everything, as well as the compound of tire you're running. So very, very cool. And in the top right, as you can see, there's a G-force meter for us. So if I slam on the brakes, that G-force meter should go all the way forward. It doesn't have a peak hold, it doesn't look like, but regardless, it's kind of cool to see how those G-forces are acting on you. So lower left there, you can see my turning input. Can't turn too much, I'm on a straightaway right now, but still very cool to see. And then the force feedback just to the right of that is giving very live, very detailed data. So again, I've assigned that to a hotkey. So what we can actually do, if we go into options, controls, edit assignments, what you want to do is in game, the game tab here, you can actually set a button for your cycle HUD display. So as you can see, it toggles between full light, telemetry, and off. And one more thing here I want to show you before we wrap this up, the Motec LCD display. So if we go back to our car, resume this session, and I'll actually turn the heads-up display right off so we can see that display on the right there. In the lower right, that's my dash display. And I apologize, I'm going to lose it here as I go into this corner. But as I speed up coming out, we should be able to see that a bit better. And what I can actually do, since I've assigned a Motec display button, is when I press that button, we will get different info depending on what we want to see. So kind of akin to the heads-up display, just giving more info on the laps and things like that and what your car is actually doing. So very cool here. I don't think too many people could be upset with this. There's so much data immediately available to you in Project Cars 2. I think that's very cool. I love the live telemetry. I love being able to see that, the tire wear, tire temperature, things like that. I love it. So shout out to Slightly Mad Studios on this. That's very cool. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And we will see you next time.